Can I have a cheat day? Will it help me lose fat? Will it make me gain fat? What's happening, guys? I hope we're well. So back at you with an educational video today, and we're going to be talking about cheat days. And over the last couple of years I have had quite a lot of questions on cheat days and if they are valuable to help you with your fat loss. So let's just get into it. So for most people on a fat loss diet, a cheat day would, so to speak, be a day of higher calories. And this is something I generally get quite a few of my clients to do, because if you're on a fat loss diet, having something to look forward to, like a higher calorie day, can definitely keep you on track a hell of a lot longer and building that diet sustainability much better. And this generally works for me because when I'm on a fat loss diet and I have something to look forward to in the weekends, let's say something like a higher calorie meal where I can eat more food and enjoy the fruits of life a little bit more, I'm probably going to stick to that diet during the week a hell of a lot more strictly, so to say. And that generally allows me to have a little bit more flexibility when it comes to the weekends. And pretty much the studies have shown that if there is calorie cycling going on during the week, there is no differences in fat loss if you are manipulating your calories to still suit your goals when you're still eating in a deficit across the week, even if you are eating lower during the week and then higher during the weekends. It's all about calorie balance overall during that week block, and if you're in a deficit, you're still going to lose fat. But I kind of want to highlight the name cheat days because I really think it's a negative way to look at having these higher calorie days. When you imply the word cheat, it kind of refers back to you're doing something wrong or you're doing something bad. You know, I've been there, I've done that, I've wore the hat. When I was competing in bodybuilding, I would eat clean all week. Comes to the weekend, I would have my so-called cheat day and I would eat cookies and pizzas and cakes, and next thing I would know, I would spill over my diet and that would put me into a surplus overall during that week, and then I'd gain fat and I'd be like running through my head like, why is this happening? I thought that cheat day would give me some sort of secret boost of fat loss because I'm having some flexibility in my life. Well, fucking no. Whereas what I should have done was allowed a higher quantity of the good food to come through my diet to allow my metabolic rate to increase, allowing me to push a little bit more in the gym and generally give me a little bit more fuel for my day-to-day activities. When you look at it, none of that's productive, to be quite honest, especially when you're trying to lose as much body fat as possible. I've been in a position where I have lost an entire week's worth of dieting because of one cheat day, because I've overate that much. And honestly, does that sound conducive to progress? Does it fuck? And I feel more often than not, people feel that because they're so restrictive during Monday to Friday, when it comes to the weekend, they really have to let loose and get at it with the food, with the booze, with the cakes, with the pastries, all that good stuff that you've been restricting from your diet. It's pretty much the most unproductive thing you could probably do. Generally, these days, I would tell people that I don't have those so-called cheat days. If your diet is so good, why would you have to cheat on it? I generally would actually try to push towards having more of a refeed day or a refuel day when I eat a higher amount of the good stuff that I've been eating all week, just to give me that extra oomph in the gym, supply me with more energy and give me a better pump, so to say. So when it comes to a higher calorie day, I would eat pretty much the exact same foods I would on a low calorie day, except just more of it. Keep it simple, you know? And sometimes I would, as a caveat, increase a few extra cheeky calories in there for a little bit more flexibility. But if you're on the ball and you're tracking, it's going to allow you to eat them, rest assured knowing that it's not going to affect your progress overall. I'm generally not doing that because I crave them. It's just because I've got more of a caloric budget and I feel like I could add in some of the good stuff. So that way it's going to allow me to feel like I'm living a little bit, you know? If you go out for dinner, why don't you get some fries, you know? Live a little. Because when you're restricted for so long and you class certain foods as good or bad, those bad foods can create up a kind of negative effect in your brain and cause you to start viewing things in a negative way, and again, that is not good. It's not productive. And having these so-called bad foods cause you to feel bad, and as a byproduct of feeling bad, you'll eat more bad foods to try feel good, you know? You've been there. So I generally don't like to call them cheat days. I like to call them refeed days or higher calorie days, because that allows me to get away from the negative mindset that there is cheating involved. There is no cheating involved, no food is bad. There is just days where you can implement foods that are more flexible and enjoyable to allow you to have better diet adherence, more sustainability, and enjoy your life a little bit more. So when it comes to having a refeed day, I wouldn't recommend going crazy in the calories and pushing them right through the roof. I'd probably set them at about maintenance and allow yourself to have a little bit more flexibility within your eating schedule, just so you can feel that you're not super strict all the goddamn time. And if you feel that you want to eat a little bit less during the week, just so you can have a little bit more during the weekends, that's absolutely fine. I just wouldn't get to the point where you're going super crazy and saying I'm going to eat 600 calories Monday to Friday just so on the weekend I can go hard in the club, drink as many shots and bottles as I want, eat a birthday cake when I get home and then fall asleep in a hoagie. Because I'm sure we've all done that. No? Just me? Oh, okay. Again, not very productive. Stick with the good, old, practical and sustainable habits. They will always work. You really don't want to put yourself in a position when you feel like you're on a roller coaster, suffering all week, and then when it comes to the weekend you're flying to the sky and then crashing down again when it comes to Sunday and you're like, oh for fuck's sake, I've just overate so much, I've ruined my fat loss goals and I feel like a sack of fucking crap because I've ate way too much food and I feel like a bowling ball full of custard, if that makes sense. And then the self-loathing sets in, and God, that's not good either. Because if it takes the entire week for you to lose what you ate on the previous weekend, then I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be honest with you, that is not going to get you from A to B. So my best advice, guys, would be to choose a diet that's sustainable and enjoyable for yourself, and don't believe in cheat days, because there's no such thing as a cheat meal. It's just a meal that is higher in calories. Anyway, alright guys, catch you next time, see you later.